Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris, UnbiasReview checking in, man. Time to get back to the recaps. A lot of battles out, man. We got Mav Hoffa Chilla Jones. We got John the Don Fireboy versus K-Shine and DNA. We got Newborn versus Excel. Danger Zone, Lotta Zay. I mean, it's a lot of battles out, man. So, you know, JC, even RBE. Shout out to RBE, man. We got JC and Adi Boom. But yeah, I got to get the rest of the rookies and vets cards reviewed, man. So first up is Snow versus Real Deal. Why am I reviewing this battle? Because Real Deal asked me to, man. And I told him whenever this battle drops, I will review it. So, you know, I got to honor my word, man. But let's just get into this battle, man. I don't know what happened to Snow at all. I don't know what happened to Snow. He had a lot of promise, man. In this battle, I couldn't even find a way to give him a round, to be real with you. He wasn't as bad as people made him seem. He had a few nice lines here or there. You know, he had the DEA line. You can't spell deal without the DEA in it, saying he was basically a snitch. He had the line about, he had the cancer line, which was nice, about Real Deal mom having cancer, and Real Deal putting a lot of stress on his mom, and it's a son that causes, you know, it's the sun, the stress from the sun causes cancer. That whole little flip was also kind of nice. One thing about the URL crowd, when they don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you. It don't matter what the fuck you say. It don't matter how hot it is. Coming into this battle, man, a lot of people did not want this battle to be on the card. I don't know if it's because Real Deal and Snow was a white on white matchup. I don't know if it's because Snow's stock was so down, but this was one of the worst battles to put on the card to a lot of fans, and something they want really, nobody really wanted to see this battle. So for this battle to be dope from Snow, he had to come out saying some incredible shit, and he just didn't do it. He wasn't as bad as people made him seem, but when they don't fuck with you, it don't really matter what you say. It's not gonna get no kind of crazy response, and that's pretty much what happened with him. So he got booed in the first round. It just kind of carried over, and then it's like in the third round, nigga was like go gadget bars.
Because you never finished school, this doesn't mean you ain't smart. I mean, you can't teach me shit, so don't even start. I just showed up to show y'all how some of these little lame homo faggot teachers are, but fuck it, Real Deal. We got one round left, so go gadget bars. I mean, fuck it.
Real Deal, on the other hand, man, Real Deal just out-angled him, just like I thought he would. He pretty much played the race angle, played that pretty well. That whole line he said about, I can come to your block and own it. Then the niggas was like, no, you can't. And he was like, I got the credit score that shows I can own it. Nigga, that was a haymaker, and he set that shit up perfect. So it just turned the whole angle, man. Twist said they'll put out the trailer. You asked was a double wide. He had the jokes, he had the bars, and he had the race angle that he played on Snow, coming at him about drugs and him being a junkie and all that. It was just too much. It was just too much for Snow. I got him losing every round of the battle. So 3-0 Real Deal, man. As far as Snow, let's talk about Snow real quick. And I don't know what happened to Snow, because I look at his whole entire URL run, and I kind of look at it as like, I don't know if he ever really got a fair shake. Some of it is his own fault. Some of it is just the politics of the game. But you know what I'm saying? If you look at his career, he came out, he battled Ty Law at the Proving Ground joint. He was flipping the shit out of Ty Law name. He actually had a good battle. He ended up choking, comes into the UFL, runs through the UFL. He gets HA double at first. I remember sitting in a hotel room, Arsenal, Swave Seva, Debo, E-Hart, a bunch of people in the hotel room. Niggas was like, yo, this white boy is snapping.
Good, good. UnbiasReview, man. You know what it is, man. It's all good. It's all love, man. Shout out to Chris, man.
Shout out.
We here, man. We here in Chicago. Swave Seva, E-Hart, Arsenal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's check this
bunch of battle rappers in this motherfucker.
Hey, yo,
I'm
son.
just the CEO, man.
Yo, I downloaded that fucking URL app. I'm about to delete this shit, but it keep alerting me about this shit. So let me just watch.
Okay.
Every 5 minutes.
Oh, we better watch the UFL. Hold up.
Because you know, last year the competition was a little. Explain these rules.
It's Snow.
Introduce today's MCs.
Wow, son.
The Scheme Street. Shout out to Norbs and Ghost Click. GCB, you ain't sick like Eazy-E. You just pretend to be Chris Rock. I bet CB4 BET. You can see the hand pointing, lighting up like I was trying to BET. When it come to guns, 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 ain't no way double gonna double ours. This to die here like EVE. In real life, I'll rough ride your like EVE. I go to put out my BVDs, put out a white BBC, so big when I pull it out, the head hit the ground like a DD dipping, going in someone went yesterday. I went in his and told him I'd go on him again if I see him again. So don't be surprised if we see double dipping. I heard the music you make.
That white boy fucking stop,
Give me an
yo.
ugly face. It's time for the graveyard, and you ain't working late. I was gonna give him a round on top of round like a perfect ace in the souls of the pearly gates, but I think I'd much rather make him give a job to the 38. I told fool he'll lose his being. Beefing with me is like becoming a vegetarian. It's their first mistake. I'll make you stupid and
Look at your man.
Did you hear that?
It's like beefing with a vegetarian. That's his first mistake. You just snapped on this funny looking nigga.
Oh shit, Oz, I just got that.
That's his first mistake, nigga. Beefing with a vegetarian. That's his first mistake, nigga.
Pretty much everybody in the hotel room was really on Snow in terms of like his performance, his bars. People was really fucking with him. People was like, yo, we gotta take notice of this Snow dude. After that, he gets to the finals of UFF. He ends up battling Ill Will. Now, you know, I told you there was a little bit of controversy with this battle, so I heard. And I was gonna do a 7 unanswered questions about it, but I didn't really have enough verified story to where I felt comfortable doing it, but I'll tell y'all a little bit of what I heard. I heard Snow wrote 3 crazy rounds for Ill Will, right? When I talked to Snow, he was, you know, when you watch the battle, Snow wasn't really that personal. A lot of times with Snow, it's like, I'll fuck your mother, I'll shoot your sister, you know, I'll tie your daughter up. He wasn't really doing none of that shit with Ill Will. When I asked him, like, yo, you wasn't really your normal self like you was early in UFF. Did you rewrite your rounds? Because that's what I was hearing. He confirmed that he rewrote his rounds. Now, the reason he rewrote his rounds, I was not able to confirm. Because what I was hearing was he got too personal with Ill Will in the original rounds, and that maybe it got back to Ill Will, and somebody told him like, yo, y'all both from the Yak Town. You might not want to get this personal. You're going to have a problem or maybe an issue the whole nine. So I couldn't really get confirmed whether that was actually what happened, but he did tell me he rewrote his rounds. So I'm thinking, why did you rewrite your rounds? You know what I'm saying? And when you watch the battle and realize he didn't get that personal, you like, okay, maybe put 2 and 2 together. Where there's smoke, there's fire, in other words, you know what I'm saying? Then I also heard like they was talking like, yo, it's from the Yak Town. We should just put on for the Yak, do all bars, no personals. Whoever wins the battle wins the battle. If you win, it's like we all won because we from the Yak. Another theory I heard. Going into the battle though, that was another theory I heard. Going into the battle, it was like Snow wasn't that personal. He was spitting a lot of bars. He didn't really go in on Ill Will and any of that Yak Town shit. He was pretty much spitting bars. When you listen to Ill Will's round, my nigga, that nigga went for the gut. He was talking about him being a snitch. He was talking about him being a fake dude. He had a lot of black supremacy, like, or black racism type shit. Basically trying to say like Snow's ancestors was about the slave trade and all this kind of shit.
You thought I gave a fuck about who won this? No, I just wanted to say you and your whole faculty suck dick. You softer than Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber in some truck fit. I got the soul of Huey P. and Stokely Carmichael with a blunt lit. Heaven sent me, but hell rent me. And you trying to copy my evil, take money from me and make a mockery of my people? Jokes about Kunta Kinte, disinfecting our heyday, but having black friends is justification for disrespecting the slave trade? You act like you wrote the book on real, but you just in the starter class. All you do is cause racket back and forth over the net and pretend it's all good until somebody leave this author ass. Back and forth, net, tennis, author ass. See how my mind is really a weapon? How I kill a wigger and give him his black history lesson? You from the Yak. I am that. Yak Town, bitch. But you obsessed with me. That's how I knew this war would work. Cause I walk what I talk, and you just a white bitch who analyzed the game. You Doris Burke. But let's switch the damn station. You study laws, and the #1 rule is never outshine the master of the damn nation. Oh, you still must have had the mindset of your ancestors on the plantation. Well, dig this. I don't give a fuck how you feel on that coke, weed, before or after that pill. You ain't Marshall, and this ain't that aftermath deal. You a white boy, talk Mexican, and live in a predominantly black neighborhood. That's all type of oxymorons. But I wouldn't be surprised if you made it because the industry was built on the propaganda and bull that you're on. But hold on, let me switch the shit. Cause I don't get the shit. I heard Snow was the snitching shit. It's like I'm just playing. I saw it. My man showed me your name on the paper like a permission slip. You rat bitch. So you know what? I'm about to make it in this game. And it's quite clear. So I'll be right black, and you stay white there. Yanktown in this bitch.
So he wins a $10,000. Now from Snow's camp, a couple people I talked to that's cool with Snow, they was like, yo, we really felt like, you know, Ill Will try to pull the wool over our eyes with the whole bars only, no personals, and then the nigga gets super personal. When I talked to Mac Myron, he was like, yo, we never even had that conversation. I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there was definitely something going on with that whole situation. But, and even in the building, there was a lot of tension in the room from everything that I was hearing because, you know, they was only letting a couple people in from each side. So you look at Snow, he got his little people that he let in. It seemed like Ill Will had more people on his side. You know, part because Ill Will is Team Homie. Team Homie is in New York. It's a little bit easier to get a lot of more support. Then you got the people from the Yanktown that came with Ill Will. So it looked like the whole side of Ill Will's side was pretty much all Team Homie and Yanktown. So a lot of that UFF shit, man, is a lot of crowd reaction, a lot of, you know, that shit can sway the voters. And when $10,000 on the line, you know, that can be very important. So I already heard that Snow was having an issue with Smack on just who he could even get in the building, and he wasn't letting enough of Snow's people in, and all kind of shit I was hearing. But all in all, my nigga, it's $10,000 on the line. And if I gotta talk about your sister, your mother, your brother, the whole nine, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta take my ass beating, I'm gonna take my ass beating as I am going to the motherfucking bank. If I gotta hold my right eye and deposit this $10,000. Oh, this left eye, my bad. If I gotta hold my right eye and deposit this $10,000, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with Snow, he shouldn't even play that bars, no personal game. Even if that was what he was trying to do. Win your money, my nigga, because at the end of the day, there are no real relationships in battle rap. Like I be saying all the time, man. So that was season 2 of UFF. Now after that, URL didn't do a lot of events. After that, URL didn't do a lot of events. You know, all they had was a Pittsburgh card. All they had was Gnome. All they had was Summer Madness. They didn't do a Christmas event. They wasn't doing one-offs. They, you know, that was it. So Snow didn't get on any more cards. Y'all remember that Detroit card that they had with Daylight and Quest McCody and X Factor and Ill Will and Clips and Marv 1? Snow was supposed to be on that card, but because he was on URL contract, he got pulled off that card. So not only was URL not doing battles, Snow wasn't even really allowed to take other battles due to his URL contract. So he played the waiting game. So fast forward to UFF 3rd season, T-Top running through the competition. So they put him up against the winner. You know, they put him up against Ill Will. Ill Will falls out with URL over this Math Hoffa battle that was supposed to be on Summer Madness. Y'all know they were supposed to battle. Math got sick. Ill Will never battled. First, Arsenal backed out. Math was supposed to battle. Never happened. So that was pretty much the end of that situation. Apparently, Ill Will felt like there was some money supposed to be owed. I don't know how that shit works, man, when you don't battle, but you're still supposed to get paid. I don't know if you get all your money, part of your money. Whatever it is, I guess from what I understood, it was a few hundred still left on the table that Ill Will was supposed to be paid from the Math situation. And that according to people I talked to, they was gonna pay him at UFF when he came to battle T-Top. There was a thing on Twitter he put out, which made it public, you know what I'm saying? About how whether it's $1 or $1,000, it's the principle. I'm not moving, I'm not doing nothing till I get every dime I'm owed. So he doesn't get on the UFF plane to battle T-Top. Reschedule another plane, doesn't get on that plane to battle T-Top. So now URL is like, yo, we done with this shit. We washed our hands of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sometimes people burn relationships for the dumbest reasons. You know what I'm saying? You get an opportunity to battle T-Top for $10,000. So you arguing over a few hundred when you got a chance to win 10 grand, so you don't get the few hundred and you don't get the 10 grand. I don't know. Sometimes pride and everything, it gets in the way, man, and people just make decisions and they just feel like whatever it is that they just gonna burn a relationship. I don't know. Hopefully Ill Will gets back on URL. I fuck with him and I feel like he's a talent. You know what I'm saying? But I hope they work that shit out, whatever it is. He didn't battle Math, so I don't really know what money is owed, but whatever it is, it's none of my business per se. I just hope it gets worked out. So They replaced him with Snow, okay? Now, Snow wasn't originally going to be battling T-Top. They replaced him, then boom, T-Top writes his round, Snow writes his round, Snow gets killed. So now it's like, yo, he loses $10,000 twice. You know what I'm saying? He loses it versus Ill Will, then loses it versus T-Top. So I never really felt like he was ever the first choice. So it was kind of like, not only are you sitting out, they pull you off the Detroit card, you sitting out mad long, you was a replacement nigga for the UFF versus T-Top. So when he got on Rookies vs. Vets versus Real Deal, I felt finally he kind of got something that was owed to him. He was the UFF champ, my nigga. He was supposed to be pushed. But because URL was falling back, not doing a lot of battles, he didn't really have no battles for them to push him in. They weren't doing no events. So when he was on Rookies vs. Vets, I just felt like it was fair because he finally needed that opportunity where you can say I'm getting a fair shake per se. And I'm not saying he was treated unfairly in the other situation. It was just like he was deserving to be on URL cards. And this was a URL card. So I wasn't mad he was on it. Then he gets killed by Real Deal. You can argue that the nigga is 0-9 his last 3 battles. Ill Will, T-Top, and Real Deal. Add that all up, my nigga. There's no more URL for you. Plain and simple. It's like you can get you mad opportunities and it's like maybe you're not cut to be on URL. And I fuck with Snow, but that's what it is, man. Unbiased review, my thoughts on the battle, my thoughts on Snow. Shout out to Snow, shout out to Ill Will, shout out to Real Deal. I'll let your boy, man. Unbiased review.